afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Brown's Riding Custom. Happy Monday. It is prime time for our 1958 Chevy. We're going to show you all that live here. We're going to give it a minute, let some people get in here before we get going. But it's a big day. Big day. We've been working really hard trying to get to this point, so really, really happy about it. All right, guys, so what we're going to do here is we are going to prime our 1958 Chevy Apache. We're not going to prime the whole truck, but we're going to do sections of it that we've been doing body work on. And so basically what we're going to prime here in the next 15 minutes is the door jambs, both sides, the rockers, this cowl section from here down and to here, kind of that area there. From here up and around, we're going to heavy prime all of this. And then over here, we're going to do this cowl section, that rocker, that door jamb. It's kind of where we're going. So that's what we're going to be doing here in the next little bit. We got Big Run over here getting ready. We're going to be spraying the U-Pole 4-to-1-to-1 high primer. I'll show you guys that here in a minute. I also have a treat for you guys. I have a sample of the tropical turquoise, the color that we're thinking about painting this truck. So I want to show that to you here in a little bit, see what you think of that. What's your thoughts? I haven't gotten the other color yet, the other shade of turquoise. I still have to get a sample of that, but we're going to get that here very, very soon. Especially now that I know I have enough to spray a test panel and see if we actually like this color. We know we like it because it was on a buddy of ours, 57 Chev. We painted his dash that color. And we loved it on the dash. But again, it was on a dash. It wasn't really out in the sun. So I want to kind of see how it looks out in the sun. Hey guys, welcome. So here's kind of what we're doing. We are going to prime several key areas on our 1958 Chevy Apache here in a second, and we're going to be live for all of that. You got Big Ron over here, my dad. He's going ahead and starting to mix up the primer and everything. We'll show you that whole process and how to mix the primer, what gun we're using, what compressor, what our setup looks like. All of those things we'll go over before we do it. Realistically, we'll probably be priming here in a couple minutes. But what we're going to prime, very specifically, are the door jambs on both sides, the rockers, this lower cowl section on both sides, this area here. We're also going to prime this from right here up and over. Sorry about the light. Up and over and around the other side. What we've been doing over the past week and a half is we welded up this seam that's here. So where the roof skin overlaps this panel that we put in, you've got a lip kind of like this, right? So we welded that up, we spot welded it, and then we welded the whole thing up and ground it down and then all metaled it. And because what we wanted, more particularly what I wanted, it's a 58. It's a 1958 Chevy Apache. What I wanted was this to be a smooth transition here, where there was no lip. The windshield goes here, and the rubber comes all the way to the end of this line here. So when we do this, I didn't want to see that where it looked like this, or it just looked unfinished. So gonna heavy prime that. It should look incredible. Also doing the door jambs and these cowl sections. Just need to get some material on these. I've already blocked these down and the door jambs with 220. They're ready to rock. But we're at a point now where I need to get some more material on them. Trying to fill some little imperfections and stuff like that with primer the best we can. You know. Now, I understand, and a lot of people say, you know, Do you really? I think that might be the next truck we do is a 57 big window, fleet side. That's what we're looking to do next. This is a 58 step side and small back window. Yeah, so let me show you, Ron wants to mix the primer here. Let me show you what we're doing here. So before he does that, let me show you what we're actually spraying. So we're spraying the U-Pull system, whatever, system 20, 4:1:1 high build primer in white, okay? It's this right here. It's got it in the mixing cup. It's got all the different deals on there. We're using the standard hardener. He's just gonna do one part, right?
I'm going a little higher because I
Little higher?
a little over.
There. Check this out. That's the turquoise that I'm thinking about painting the truck. But we'll get into that in a minute. And then he's gonna do methane reducer.
I'm just going a little bit. Wanting to send it down just a bit.
Thin it just a little bit. There we go. So he's gonna stir that up and then that'll go in the gun. Now the gun we're using is an Iwata. It's this guy here. It's a primer gun. It's an Iwata primer gun. I believe it's Air Guns 2. It's the AZ3 HTE2 HVLP. Works fantastic. I believe the tip on it's, what do you think, 1/8? It's got a bigger tip.
Yeah, 1.8.
I think it's a 1/8 tip. But we bought this because when we were building our Volkswagen thing, we were trying to spray feather fill, which is basically spraying body filler. And it was terrible. So we ended up buying this gun from Auto Body Express, and it has been amazing. This is a 1958 Chevy Apache. Just think tow mater from Cars, okay? Without the tow hook, all right? And you pretty much ready to prime. This guy is, and I'm going to film it for you. Hey, Ghosty. Welcome back. We are going to prime the door jambs. This area here. These cowl sections here on both sides. And that's pretty much it. We'll get a couple coats on those areas. That's where we've been body working over the past week and a half. Trying to just dial some things in. For those of you just joining, this area here, we've been working pretty heavy. Something like this, okay? Overlapped here. It had a seam that went all the way across. So we welded that up, ground it down, all metaled it, and now we're going to heavy prime it, and it should be really close actually. So we should be pretty good there. You gonna send me a tow hook? That's funny. You know, this truck in the original patina, if we would have had that, you would have. I swear to God, it was tow mater. It was literally tow mater. I would so good too. In the patina, the rusty patina that it on it. It even had on this door, somebody had actually did like a hand-written, hand-painted sign kind of thing on here for like something. You just couldn't make it out, but you could tell it was there. I hated stripping it off, but the doors were pretty bad. And all of this area down here was shot. You know, once we got the fenders off, it was like, oh, well. You've got news. What do you got, Ghosty? Pico, no engine and trans yet. We're going to be getting that here first of the year. We're going to build a 6-liter LS with probably a 6-speed auto and put that in here. We're going to build it right here. So we'll be building a pretty hefty LS unless we find like a Corvette swap or something to that effect, and then that'll be a whole different animal. So turn the camera on here. Hold on, boys and girl. Get this going. Is this in your way?
Yeah, I'm going like
Is that in your way?
this. Go around it again.
Yeah, I remember that. Emerald green. I like a 3 too, Pico. I've thought hard about it. We've debated, originally, I'm not gonna lie, this was getting a big block. It was getting a 454, but that changed in a hurry. And we actually put my dad's 2003 5.9 Cummins. I'd start right here. Let me put the camera back here. All right, guys, we're going to film this. He's going to start, and I'm going to bring it to you here. If you're watching this, please like and subscribe. I'm going to stop talking for a minute, put my mask on so I don't die, and then I'll be right back with you. Okay? Stay tuned. Rock and roll, brother. It looks so much better already. That looks good. Let me get you off the. There you go. It's a 58, Luis. Now I've sanded all this, it's ready to. Okay. That's good. How much you got left? Not much?
Oh, a little bit.
As you go, where we welded it. Just like where we welded it. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. We'll be right here. We'll be on this side of the wiper. You know what I'm saying?
this one. One more time.
Looks awesome. You want to hit that top area again?
Yeah.
They can smell it. Cool. All right, guys, give me 1 second here. We're gonna open the door up, let this air out, and that way I can actually talk to you. We put on one coat, a couple areas, 2 coats, just heavy primer at the moment. You good? Here we go. That's good. All right. Yeah, that'll work. So here we are. It looks like a plague of locusts. It's love bugs. It's love bugs, primer, all that kind of thing. Body filler, anything sweet. So cute map this here. So in here, this is one of the 2 options. This is the custom tropical turquoise that I mixed up, that I have made. It's a really pretty turquoise. This would be the color of the body. The roof will be creamy white, which we have somewhere here. Before the end of this live stream, we'll find it and show you what that looks like. But this is definitely one of the colors. It's either this or another shade of this. But when this actually laid down on the dash of the 57 Bel Air that we did, it looks incredible when it's actually on. So now this is, if anybody at home is trying to figure this out, this is tropical turquoise. That right there is what it is. Now, we mixed on this for about 45 minutes at the paint shop. That is not just straight tropical turquoise. If you go to buy tropical turquoise, which is the 57 Chevy Bel Air factory color, right? It will be a shade lighter than this. We added more blue to it. And when we're all said and done, I'll show you guys the formula and everything. So if you want to shut it. We're under attack. Here, I got you. I got you. Start smacking and killing. So, God, the bugs are terrible. Anywho's, this color here, when it's actually on, we painted the dash of this 57 this color, and it was just incredible. But again, that was tropical turquoise as a base. That was the original mix, just a factory paint color, which I believe is $7.99. But we added, and it took a few tries, but we added more blue And that really brought it into its own as far as this. We all seem to agree that this was the best of the like 7 batches that we made. And some were too light, some were too dark. You know, it was just trying to find that happy medium. But I think that color right there, I got to be careful I don't get love bugs in it. I think is going to be real close. So it'll be that on the cab, and on the interior, the dash will be that color. And then from here up in the roof will be the creamy white, which I'm going to have Big Ron look for here in a minute. Now you guys can see with the primer where we don't have that lip, right? It's smooth across here now. You don't have this, right? And that was the idea. Now we did run into a couple things. We had some adjusting right here and up a little bit. The factory welds was sticking out what we felt like to be too far, and we had to grind that down and stuff this morning and just kind of dial this area in. We want to make absolutely positive that the windshield rubber will go in here. Hey Gene, thanks for watching, buddy. If you guys are watching this, please like and subscribe. This is, for all of you that are wondering what you're looking at, this is a 1958 Chevy Apache pickup truck that is being restored by me and my dad. And it will be, actually, we're going to paint it, not today, don't get excited, that color, something like it, and with a creamy white top. Hey, you want to see if you can find that white?
I was looking for it.
I know it's here somewhere.
It's here somewhere.
We're going to find the white. But kind of the idea. Now, what's happening now, we just went ahead and primed the door jambs, which are actually looking really good. Really happy with this. Thanks, Kevin. Welcome back, buddy. And they're looking good. Rockers are looking good. All this is, you know, there was a lot of work here. I'm not going to lie. There was a lot of work in here on both sides to get these lines right and to just kind of dial this in. But it really, God, it looks great, actually. I'm impressed. You do good work. Cal even looks a lot better. That's good. That's really, really good. Sorry, guys, I'm talking to myself. So yeah, we're getting there. So now we got this area here pretty dialed in. We'll block that, probably prime it again, and probably block it and prime it again. You know how this works. But you know, 57. 57s are pretty, Gene. They're real pretty. I love them. There was actually a point where I thought about putting a 57 front on a 58 on this one, and I'm not going to do that, but I thought hard about it. Nice, Woody. I love this truck. I never dreamed. I was always like the street rod guy with you know, the sedans and the coupes and all that kind of thing. Never really was into the trucks until recently, and I think I grew up and now I like trucks. I could see where that would happen, man. I'm telling you. Ghosty, it would be glossy. It'll definitely be glossy. So it'll be that turquoise, super shiny, with the real deep, wet, clear, so it looks like it's wet all the time. Which I think will look pretty good, you know. And a big part of this, guys, is we wanted a truck that we could drive anywhere. We go around the country. You know, we want to take it to California, we can. We want to do something crazy in it, we can do that. Drive it down the highway. You know, that's part of the reason for wanting to put an LS in it with the fuel injection and everything. Just kind of a modern, you know, a cool truck with a modern suspension and drive, kind of resto mod kind of thing. And I'm super excited. We are really looking good, guys, for getting this cab off the frame here October 1st. So I think we're like, what, 9 days or something? 8. This cab will end up on a rolling dolly right here. Big around and working on that. And then I'm going to tear into this frame and get it ready for the Mustang 2, get it bare metal, get it epoxy primer and all the things, and get ready for the 9-inch Ford end and all the things. So, big around looking for paint. But, yeah, it should, I think in my head, it looks good. I can already see this truck done in my head. Bluegrass. Hey, we're from Kentucky. We're from Covington. I went to Dixie Heights up in Edgewood, Kentucky, Fort Mitchell. That's awesome. We're in Tampa now, basically, Spring Hill. We're like 40 minutes north of Tampa, but you know. Nice, nice Ghosty. That's gonna look good. That's gonna look real good, actually. I love green. I'm not gonna lie. I really thought about a dark green for this truck with a light bronze accents. And, you know, there's a part of me that still thinks that's a good idea. But there's another part of me that thinks I should just paint it turquoise and white because I keep coming back to it. And usually, you know, go with your go with your gut. And that's kind of where we're at. But yeah, Kevin. So Mustang 2 on the front. So the front's going to drop. So all of this that you see is coming off of here. And then we'll put a new cross member, independent front suspension. And we're going to actually, the front will drop, I think they said 6 to 9 inches, depending on the wheel and tire setup. And then the back, I don't know if I'll have to C-notch yet. We'll have to see where it goes. But we're going to put a 9-inch Ford rear end in it with a parallel, Hyatt's parallel 4-bar with a Panhard QA1 coilovers. And then that whole thing, if I need to C-notch the back frame, that's not the end of the world. We can do that. But, you know, see where it all goes. This is our first attempt at building an Apache truck, a 50s truck. The last truck we did was like 20 years ago, but it was a 48 Chev, the 5-window we did for my brother. And now it's my uncle's truck. But it had the little windows here, kind of in the back here, and a small back window. And we chopped the top 3 inches, slanted the windshield back, Frenched in the headlights, put the, I forget what the hell the dash came out of. We put a different dash in it. Like a Biscayne or something. Like a Biscayne dash. I don't know. It's a cool dash. Maybe an Impala dash. It kind of has the gauge cluster of like a 57 Bel Air. Like it kind of looks like that. It's interesting. Yeah, another one of our buddies actually cut it down and put it in and everything. But nice, Gene. Paducah. We just drove through pretty close to Paducah, actually, when we're heading up to Louisville for the Stirrod Nationals in August. Cleaning the gun. Big Ron's going to clean the paint gun. You guys that have never done this, make sure you clean your paint guns after you spray. Super important. It's probably the step that everybody hates to do, but very, very important. So, yeah, so we're looking pretty good. I mean, you know, I think really tomorrow, I think I'm going to dive into the door and try to get the door dialed in on this side so I can get it epoxied with the back fender. And I would show you that, but there is literally a plague of love bugs on the other side of this door. We actually had to shut the door because they were all coming in and getting in our primer. But I'll probably show that to you guys here in a minute. And it's weird. Hey, thank you, Sandy. As soon as I walk out this door, I have a dead spot. And it seems like I lose everybody every time I do it. So, you know. I am definitely going to try to go to the Nationals. Yes, that's the goal is to have this truck done for the Street Rod Nationals in Louisville next year. I'd like to have this there. We'll probably trailer it up there just because it's from Florida and the roads are terrible. But don't want to kill it. But yeah, that is the plan. So, Hernan. I don't know how to read that, but it looks like you're from Argentina. How you doing, buddy? Sorry. But yeah, we're really happy with how this turned out. The more I look at it, like this is exactly what I wanted this to look like, right? Because that overlapping lip crap that they've got on them, I'm just not a fan of. And if you notice, we also did the same thing to the door jambs. We don't have that lip right here where this panel meets this panel. It's not there on either side. All of that's been welded up, ground down, and taken care of. So pretty cool. We also got rid of the natural line that was right here where this panel meets this panel. We welded and ground that down, and then filled that as well. We got a little work to do in areas like this. I got to grind that down and hit that, but you know, not the end of the world. Got a little bit of stuff to do on the inside, nothing horrible. The dash is perfect. I mean, there's literally nothing wrong with this dash. I need to prime it and yeah, Ghosty, have a good one. Thanks for coming. Get us some pictures. We'll be back here tomorrow at 3 o'clock, so come say hey. We'll be here every day at 3 o'clock. Thanks for watching. So yeah, guys, so basically what you got here is a 1958 Chevy Apache pickup truck. It is being restored by me and my dad. When we got it, it looked like Tow Mater from Cars. And, you know, it was pretty beat up. We did a lot of patch panels on it, and it just been basically saving it. Over the past 5-6 months, I guess, we've been actually working on this pretty hard. So now where we're at with it is we just primed the door jambs in this area here, there. And what we're getting ready to do tomorrow is to try to get the door primed in the rear fender on this side. No worries, Ghosty. Appreciate you. So the hope is to get that door onto here. Now the driver's door is going to require a lot more work. We still have to do the patch panels on the driver's door, but the passenger door is like 60% bodywork already, and all the patch panels are done. The inside's been 415, so on and so forth. So that door is way closer, and I would love to get it, you know, off of the rack and on back onto the truck, make sure everything fits, because I do have concerns with it rubbing here, here, and right here. Those areas, you know, they're notorious, these trucks, for rubbing there. And the 57s and Tri-5s and all that in those areas. We actually fought that on that Bel Air we were doing. It had some issues there too. So want to make sure that everything fits proper the way it's supposed to and all the things before we get into that world. But you guys can probably hear Big Ron. He's spraying lacquer thinner through the gun out there in the, in the trash can. But in the gun. Are the bugs still bad? Getting better? Good. We've got these, I just saw one a second ago. I don't know where it went. Probably died. Love bugs. And they're just swarming outside. It's absolutely swarming. They love sweet smells. And so when we prime or we open up body filler or all metal or anything like that, they just right on you. And they're right in your teeth. They are not friendly. They don't bite or anything. They just get in the way. So, did you put the lid on this already?
Nah, just.
So for you guys wondering, this is the color. This is a custom mix of tropical turquoise, which is a 1957 Chevy Bel Air color. That's going to be the main color of the cab. Uh, those of you guys wondering. And then the roof will be white, like a creamy white, basically cut here, and then it'll be creamy white. Now we should, realistically, before the end of the year, I'd say end of November, December, we'll be painting the frame and the suspension parts and all the things. So we definitely needed to figure out what color. So that puts us in a good spot. But right now we are right where we want to be as far as bodywork goes. This cab's really come a long way in the past 2 weeks, and it's going to get nothing but better. We're just going to hammer down on it. I'm going to start blocking tomorrow the door jamb again, and firewall this cowl area, and really just try to dial this thing in to the next level. And then we'll do it again. And then we'll do it again. And that's just kind of the way it works. But we do have some stuff we still have to do. We need to weld this seam up, which we honestly forgot because we welded up the other side. And where the rocker meets the cab corner. And just walked around looking at it and went, shit, we forgot that. Great. So we still have to do that. This back of the cab, we got a little welding to do. We need to, basically what I'm getting at here is if you can push in, there's a brace behind here. We need to actually spot weld this too, so this isn't moving. We need to finish that up, which is super simple. I mean, we're talking minimal time, but we need to do that still. And I have some grinding and whatnot to do on the bottom side, on the underside of the floor, lay under the truck and grind all that stuff off, and do all of that and get it dialed in. But I'll tell you, I wish the cab would have looked this way when I bought it. That would have been amazing. It would have been fantastic. Hey, where are you all from? We're in Spring Hill, Florida. We're about 40 minutes north of Tampa, St. Pete. Past few lives, we've had people from all over the world, which has been really interesting to see. All over the country and all over the world, which is crazy to me because it's just, it's just me and my dad working on cars, and I'm filming this, talking to a phone. But to see that there's people watching from all over the place is a pretty cool thing. It really kind of gives you an idea of the reach of social media. It's kind of wild. So what's going to happen here, guys, is cab's coming off October 1st. It's going to go on a dolly right over here. Frame is then going to get completely disassembled, and then we're going to take it down to bare metal, epoxy prime it, get it ready, because the 16th of October, I think we're 20-something days away at this point, we're going to order the Mustang 2, the Hyatt's Mustang 2 front suspension, and get that in here. So hopefully by Halloween, this frame is in primer with all this stock suspension off of it, and it has the whole new front suspension. Nice. BC, that's cool. Thanks for watching, Sandy. Appreciate it. So we should be looking at something completely different here very soon, is what I'm getting at. Me and my dad work on this every day, 7 days a week. And we don't do it because we have to. There's not like a gun to our head. We actually like it. It's just our world. This is what we do. And not to say we're the best in the world at it or anything like that. We like it. We enjoy it, hang out in the garage, have a beer, talk about the cars, go to car shows, do all the things. So we are thinking, well, to be completely honest, we're either going to do a 6-liter LS or we're going to do like a 5.7, like a Corvette swap or a Camaro SS GTO kind of thing in this truck, which should just make it phenomenal. It's a very light truck. And you put that kind of power in it, it should be fun. With the fuel injection and the snappy throttle response and all that, it should be a lot of fun. And should realistically get somewhat of decent gas mileage. I mean, that should be kind of fun too. So what we did today, guys, we just got done. Ron's actually cleaning up the gun over there. We just primed the door jambs. We've been doing body work on these door jambs for the past week and a half. Door jambs, this cowl area, the upper cowl, we only primed about here. And then this area here across the front. And that used to look like this, okay? So the roof panel, the roof skin overlapped right here. I don't want to touch it, but it was right here, all the way across. And it looked unfinished. And so we welded that up, ground it down, and then all metaled it across there and smoothed it out. So now, when the windshield sits in here, the windshield only comes to about there, right at the end of this edge here. So the rest of this, you can see it. So seeing that edge just made it look unfinished, and we wanted to just kind of not have that. We wanted a smooth look. I even went as far as thinking about putting a visor on this to hide that. But when I actually saw the trucks with the visor in person, you know, I like them, but I don't love them, you know? And so it became one of those where it's like, okay, well, how do we do it? And welding it up, grind it down, and all metal in it made the most sense to get this smooth here. So it's one of those things that most people would never notice, but we do. And it goes well with our smooth cowl. This used to be louvered here. Went ahead and put the smooth cowl patch panel, but replacement panel in there. And then if you guys notice, there's no lip where the two panels come together, just like the roof on the front, down the door jambs. On a factory one, there's a lip there. You can see inside. I mean, it just kind of just goes back and it's spot welded. We welded this up, ground it down, and then all metaled it on both sides, so that all of that is pretty smooth and pretty slick. Now, for those of you wondering what color this truck is going to go, I will show you here. So we're going turquoise and white. This is the turquoise. Hopefully that comes in pretty good for you guys. This is going to be the color. It's a custom blend of tropical turquoise, the 57 Chev Bel Air turquoise. That's basically the original color, and we modified it from there. It has more blue. It's brighter than that. So that's what's going to be going on this truck, as well as creamy white on the roof. That's going to go basically from here and up across the roof. The interior will be blue. Will be the turquoise, this color. So kind of get the idea. Should be kind of fun. So should be a lot of fun. I'm excited. Most of the cars we do are, this is one of our last ones we did. That's my dad's Model A two-door sedan. I know it's got a glare on it, but it was black. We had it flamed. That's one we did. I had the 5-window coupe version of this. Same. You guys may have seen it around. The guy I sold it to passed away, and he sold it to another guy who named it Hot Rod Mabel, and it was down here in Tampa. And I think he may have sold it again. He was trying to sell it to me, but thank you, William. I think so too. I'm not gonna lie. I sat there for a good 45 minutes with the paint guy. We probably mixed up, I don't know, 15, 17 batches of paint. Kept screwing with it until we got to the right shade that we thought. We actually sprayed this on, if you guys go into our playlist, you'll see Don's 57 Bel Air, Chevy Bel Air. We painted his dash that color. We were originally going to paint the whole car that color, turquoise and white. Okay. But long story short, we ended up painting the car hot rod black, kind of like a matte black. But the dash we painted turquoise, and it just looked incredible. I mean, it sprayed good. It was just amazing, really. So I think that we're gonna do, and I think that'll look really good in here. And then I'm gonna do kind of a brown leather bench, a bucket bench. So it's a bench seat bottom with the bucket backs, with the armrests, with the cup holders. And we'll do the same thing up here. We are going to keep the cozy wings and the roll-up windows, the crank windows. But we are going to put quite a bit of tech in this. We will have the AM/FM with Bluetooth factory-style radio, like classic auto sound kind of thing. And then, so it'll look stock, but you'll be able to basically plug your phone in and listen to Pandora or whatever. And blah, blah. And then we're going with the Dakota Digital Graphics Gauge Cluster, which is their newest one, which it's got like, I want to say it's over a dozen different displays. Basically, you can change the displays and the colors and the layouts and all the things. But it also has a camera will be in the license plate frame, but when you hit it, you'll be able to see on a screen right here 4K, which is pretty cool. That comes in handy. Safety first, especially when you got something this expensive. Where's the bar and grow room?
Right here.
Right there. It's beer 30, boys. It is beer 30. We're going to be cooking pork chops here in a minute. Ron's having a pork chop in a can from Coors. And, I'll be having one here shortly. Man, I really like that turned out, Ron. This looks good. It looks slick. Like way better than the last time. The last time it looked good, but this time it looks way better. Way closer. One more step closer. My God, it's come a long way. Yeah, oh, for sure. And guys, I mean, realistically, in the next couple of days, we'll probably be priming these two. Probably see all the, but we'll be priming these two doors in that fender with epoxy. Totally different than what we sprayed today. Not the high build, but just great walk. And honestly, that driver's door needs a lot of work. We still got to do all the patch panels and stuff that we did to this one already. So the idea is try to get that door right there back on this truck. Make sure it doesn't rub up here, there, or there. By next week, yeah, I want that door primed and on here. So see you, Jane. Have a good one, buddy. We'll be back tomorrow at 3. So that's kind of the idea. And honest to God, I mean, I don't know if we'll prime it tomorrow, but probably the next day we'll probably be looking at priming the doors. We got the primer and everything here. We just need to get something on them so they don't rust away out there since they're bare metal. But yeah, this truck's going to take an interesting turn, guys. Like it really, really is at the end of this month. In the next 8-9 days, whatever that is, this cab's coming off. And then all of a sudden you'll have the cab having bodywork over here, and then you'll have me over here stripping this frame down and getting it ready for the new suspension. And that's gonna change the whole look of this. And we're hoping that by Halloween, we can have the Mustang 2 front suspension installed with the brakes and everything on the front. And then in November, we'll do the rear. So what kind of engine? We are looking at either so it could go either one of these, and they're both basically the same thing. So 6-liter Chevy LS, a built Chevy LS 6-liter with a 6-speed auto, or if I can get a deal, like a 5.7 Corvette LS1 or LS1, 2, 3, whatever I can get, swap that is a full swap with the auto. I can just slide right in with everything. I would do that too if I can get the right deal on it. I fully understand that, you know, the 6-liter LS is a cheaper initial option, but once you get into building the LS or building the 6-liter, it becomes just as expensive as the other. So, you know, just do you want to pay now or you want to pay later? Just kind of the way it works. But if we do, odds are it'll be a 6-liter. And if we do a 6-liter, it will be built right here in the garage, and we'll go live and bring that all to you. And we'll just, Manitoba. We are in Spring Hill, Florida. So we are 40 minutes north of Tampa on the Gulf side. What do they even call that these days? They've changed the name so many times. I'm just gonna call it the Gulf. Yeah, we're on the Nature Coast. So we're literally, as a crow flies, if I like was a bird and flew straight up into the water, I'm probably 5 to 8 minutes away from the water, from here, so from the Gulf. But the weird thing is, do you really? What do you think of the 6-liters, blah, blah? You like them? I've never built an LS. I've got a line on a 5.3 that I probably could get. But I don't know that I want to put a 5.3 in this. I would like to make some decent power. I'm like, I don't want to like make stupid power. I don't need 800 horsepower or anything, but I do want it to be a fun truck. Hey, if you guys are watching this, hit that subscribe button for me. That would really help us out. We're trying to build the channel. We're here every day at 3 o'clock. We got shorts, long videos, the whole deal. Made $1 million on my last one. Nice. Nice. Well, that's reassuring, man. Well, when we get around to it, I'll hit you up. If you're still watching, I'll hit you up. We'll see what you got laying around. I'm not against taking a road trip. Take the big red truck there and come say hi. You know, it. But yeah, that's kind of the idea for this truck. You know, it is what it is. It's going to be, you know, a 58 Apache, Chevy Apache, but at the same time, it's going to have a lot of subtle body mods, but yet retaining a lot, like the door handles and the factory mirrors and that kind of stuff. We're going to keep all that because they look amazing. There's no reason to change them. The crank windows and stuff on the doors, no reason to change that. You get into a world of shit when you start trying to change all that stuff. Removing the cozies and go with one-piece windows and stuff. It's, you know. Really? No shit. So you actually have these things laying around, huh? You want another beer? You good? Are you hiding it from the bugs? Yeah. Man, I might take you up on that. I mean, honest to God, blah, blah. I might really take you up on that. Manitoba, Canada, I think you said? Yeah, Manitoba. Said if we come visit, he'll give us an engine for free. A 6-liter for free. I ain't against it. So, yeah. Now, we were unable to find the white paint. It's here somewhere. But for those of you that were wondering on color, that's the color. So that's tropical turquoise. Shit, man, that's awesome. I might really take you up on that, blah, blah. Like, for real. Because I need to get something sooner than later because I need to get the engine and transmission mounts and I need to get the cab back on the frame once we pull it. And not at this second, but I need to make sure that it doesn't hit the firewall here. And as long as then I can go ahead and start getting ready to paint this firewall and all the things. So definitely something we need without a doubt. You're a friendly Canadian, man. That's awesome. I'm a friendly American. Look at that. Yeah, we got relatives in Alaska. My Uncle Rick is up Seward, Alaska. Yeah, my dad goes up there. Big Ron, he goes there every year. I haven't been to Alaska or Canada. Oh, well, I take that back. I went to Niagara Falls. I dipped my toe in Canada, and it was a lot like Gatlinburg. Uh, nice. Yeah, man, for sure. If you look, I'll make sure that in the description of this, I'll have my email. It's brownsrodandcustom@gmail.com. Reach out to me. Um, we're on here every day at 3 o'clock building this truck. So definitely hit me up, man. Trip to Canada sounds fun. I'm not against that. Manitoba. Hey, where is Manitoba? What side are you on in Manitoba? Is that West Coast, East Coast, middle? I feel like I should know this, but you know. Concrete countertops and more, saving the world one slab at a time. That's my company name. That's awesome, dude. Good for you. Under attack. The damn bugs are terrible. Does anybody else have just literal biblical plagues of bugs that come around twice a year? Anybody have that? I'm just curious where I shouldn't move to. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. Yeah. I know up in Cincinnati and the Ohio Valley, they had cicadas, and those were fucking terrible. I had no desire to ever deal with that again either. But at least these things don't make any noise. The fucking cicadas are screeching in your ear. You land on your shoulder and start screaming in your ear, scare the hell out of you. You know, it's great. Hated them. They don't hurt you, but they're just miserable little shits. You just can't stand them. So yeah, guys, we just got done. The reason we're kind of sitting around on our butts here, we're letting the primer dry. We just primed door jambs, rockers, this cowl section, same thing on the other side, and then from here up and across here, all got primed here in the last little bit. Thank you, Nathan. You're right in the middle. Nice. That's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. It's right in the middle. Manitoba's in the middle. I kind of thought that was where it was. I watch a guy on YouTube. He's what the thing? Lives in a van, but he travels around. His name's Chrome. Yeah, when you come here, you've never seen bugs like that. Great. You guys got pterodactyls or some kind of crazy shit? We don't need that. I don't hate all bugs. I mean, I get it and everything, but when they're flying in my primer, my paint jobs, I tend to have a serious disdain for those little bastards. Start making work. Diesel, yes we did. Check it out, buddy. We got all this primed up in here. All that's done. We got the door jambs. They're looking pretty. We got the cowl section here primed. One more time. But I'll tell you what, they're looking better and better. So we'll, whatever it takes. It's amazing how much work we're putting into shit you're never going to see. I mean, literally, I've got days right there. And you'll never see it because the fender goes right over this. Fender bolts in right there, and it's covered. But man, we put a lot of work in it. But it should never rust, and it should look pretty good. This is the other jam there, Diesel. Got the rockers done too. We're looking pretty good. Yeah, new rock. I mean, really, basically the whole everything 6-8 inches up on this cab is new. Cab corners, rockers, hinge panel, front patches, cab mounts. This whole section is new. All this stuff's new. 4 hours from Grand Forks. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. We might be going to Canada, Big Ron. Grand Forks? Yeah. Big Ron said he's been to Grand Forks. Diesel says, hey, Pops. He was there and he went through into Grand Forks, right?
Huh?
You went to Grand Forks? Went through it?
We went to Banff and then cut up to the Alaskan Highway and went up to Anchorage and then down to Seattle.
Gotcha. They took that with a truck camper in the back. We're the guys that bring our own hotel room with us. You know, it comes in handy. You ever have to go to the bathroom, you just pull off the road. You jump in your own, make you a sandwich, do whatever you need. Throw the Starlink up and you got internet, you're just winning, We just happen to be those guys. That's what we did for Street Rod Nationals. We took his truck with the truck camper on the Lance truck camper on the back, and then we had a car trailer behind it with the Volkswagen thing on it, and cruised up there. It's pretty cool. Stayed on the fairgrounds. The beds. Well, right now we haven't gotten to the bed too much. We did get the bed sides taken down to bare metal. We got them epoxied, metal conditioned, all that. We do have the new National Parts Depot driver rear fender that we picked up, and the other fenders sitting out there on those tires there. And we've got some holes in the side of the bed that need to be addressed, which we're going to do. You guys will see that whole thing. But first and foremost, get the cab done. Once the cab is ready, then we'll go into the bed. We are going to buy a new front panel for the bed and tailgate and roll pan. It needs those. Our front pan, or not front pan, but front panel is just beat. It's terrible, but But yeah, the bed should look pretty good. And we are going to do that, instead of the wood, we're going to do an aluminum bed that looks like wood with a custom graphic in it, which should be pretty slick. I think it's, shit, I forgot the name of the place. I got it in my phone, but we saw them at the turkey run at the Daytona International Speedway. We'll be there, by the way, guys. We'll be there at the turkey run this year. We'll just be walking around, so if you see us, Hey, buddy. So, yeah, we'll be there looking for parts for one of the 80 projects that are laying around here. If I go and I say, okay, I'm going to go find a part for that 40 Ford, I swear to God, I won't find a single part for a 40 Ford, but I'll find every part I need for this truck 10 times over. It's just weird, or vice versa. It's just kind of how it goes. What's up, Benny? So, guys, you're looking at a 1958 Chevy Apache pickup truck. For reference, you guys just think Towmater from Cars. That's basically where we started, without the tow truck bed. It's a step-side bed. What we just did is we just primed the door jambs, the rockers, heavy primed. The cowl area, this section here, this whole section here, we just redid, or actually just did. It overlapped like this. So the roof skin, yeah, an Apache. It overlapped here, this roof skin. And so you had that line all the way across. So we went ahead and welded that up, ground it down, and smoothed it out. So it's coming together. Right now we're just trying to keep the bugs out of it. We got love bugs right now, so you know. Here we are. For another 3 weeks, yeah. That's 3 weeks. We're not painting anything. That's for damn sure. Other than maybe some test panels. But, yeah, Benny, if you're curious what color we're going to paint this, we're going to paint it turquoise and white. This is the turquoise here. I got it out. Get the can open. That's the color. That right there. And it looks so damn good in the sun. It's a really good color in the sun. And we'll have a white roof. And it'll be white to here. And then the roof. With like a creamy white, not like a bright white. And it'll be sitting, you know, basically a foot lower. And, you know, big wheels. We'll probably have 20 by 10s in the back, 20 by 8s in the front. LS engine of some sort. And inch bucket seat and all the things. And should be a really fun truck. Should be a really fun truck to drive, which is exciting. So yeah, guys, I think tomorrow, I think the game plan here tomorrow, because we're pretty much done today, is going to be getting this door here. I don't want to walk out there because there's it epoxy. We need to epoxy that door, and that fender. So we need to do that in the next couple days. So gas tank used to be on the inside behind the seat. It went actually right there. But we removed it, and it's going to go, the gas tank will be in the bed here, right here. And then it'll be a side exit, and you'll put the gas in through the rear fender here with a hidden kind of magnetic gas door like a new car. Hagen is the brand that we're going to use. But we did fill in, this is where the gas cap used to be. And if you're looking to do that to your truck, LMC truck, I think it was like $12 to my door, sold the patch panel that goes there that blocks that off. Worth every penny, fit perfect. I mean, just, it's stupid because it's not a full circle. It's a circle with a beaver tooth. That's literally what it looks like. And when they send that to you, it's literally perfect and goes right in. It's amazing. So keep that in the back of your head. All the other patch panels on this are from National Parts Depot. And I can tell you we are not sponsored by them in any way, although I wish we were. If they're watching this, hey, you know. But all the patch panels we've gotten and the rear fender we bought for this side right here is fantastic. I mean, it fit great. Fitment was awesome. Quality's there, thick parts. I mean, everything really, really good. So we're really happy with them. And a perk for us is they're in Ocala, which is like an hour north of us. So we just jump in the truck and go get it because, you know, we don't want to, A, pay for shipping, and B, we're guys and we like instant gratification. So, you know, we like to go look at it and go, ooh, and then pay something that we probably shouldn't and then bring it home, you know, and then talk about it. So, you know, the rear fender was $441. So, yeah, Ocala, Florida. National Parts Depot, NPD. And I believe they've got warehouses in California, Georgia, Michigan. I think they're all over, but they at least got 4 or 5. But the one in Ocala is the one closest to us. It's freaking huge. You roll in there, there's hardly everybody there. And the best thing in the world, pro tip, if you ever get the chance, if you're near there, drive there, because they sell, I don't care what you have, they probably sell for it. Muscle cars, trucks, you name it, it's there. But they have the clearance room, which they don't post on anything. You literally have to walk in the door, but it's, we found the passenger door for sale for like $300. We didn't buy it, should have. It had a small little dent in it, and it was like $300. Hey, John. Thanks for watching, buddy. And but they've got they had a quarter panel for our 65 Chevelle, a door. They had, everything's heavily discounted. Last time I was there, they had a hood for a 68 Shelby Cobra Mustang, like KR or whatever there, where it's like the vented with the hood pins and all that shit, the steel hood. It was incredible. And damn. I'm not gonna lie, Pico, I think I get along with him. Like, straight up. Said he had an uncle from Ocala, Florida, who was a Korean War veteran, a cockfighter, a dog fighter, and a moonshine runner. Sounds like a very interesting person. There are stories that need to be told, and we want to hear them. So, but yeah. So, if you get the chance, go up there. When you walk into the showroom, go to the right. There's a room there with all kinds of shit. And just go in there, and you never know what it's going to be. When we go up there, I usually go live, and I take a bunch of pictures and shit. And I ask them, last time I asked him, I said, if one of my subscribers or something like actually wants something that they see here, but they're not from here, will you put it in a box and ship it to them? Like, oh yeah, cool. So if we do go up, well, we're definitely going to go up there again, probably in the next couple months. But when we do, we'll go live and we'll walk you guys through it. So if you got a project or something you actually want a part for, just give them a call. Or say, hey, and I'll just tell them, hey, Bilbo Beggins here wants, XYZ thing, throw it in the box. He's going to call you, His last name was Johnson. Nice. But yeah, we love it up there. And that's a cool thing. Having those kind of suppliers just down the street is incredibly helpful. We've had quite a few things on here where we thought we had all the panels, but we're missing something, and then just jumped in the car and ran up there and picked it up. End up coming back with another $500-600 worth of shit, because you go for a $30 part and you come back with it's like going to Target. You send your wife to Target, she's not just getting eggs, okay? It just isn't gonna happen. It's same thing goes with us, right? But it's okay. It is what it is. Yeah, guys, if you're watching this, please like and subscribe. It's just me and this guy right here. It's my dad, Big Ron. And we're just building hot rods. You see all this stuff laying around. 73 thing, 44, two-door sedan. We're going to paint that black and flame it here, hopefully in the next 3-4 months. So, after bug season. Yes, definitely after bug season. Get that shit out of here. And honest to God, it's 90 degrees with 52% humidity. We got a little thing over there. And we got to get past some of this. Did I think about using a Crown Vic front end on the truck? I did not. Actually, believe it or not, when I bought this truck, I don't think I've ever told anybody this, but it came with an S10. And I love the S10 there because there was no way to bring both of them home. But I didn't really want to put an S10 frame under it. I wanted to go with a Mustang 2 and the 4-bar and stuff in the rear, because that's what I'm used to. That's what we've had on that. My dad's Model A. My old Model A had a drop axle, but it's tried true. We know it works. We're used to it. It looks good. We're street rod guys. They're not that expensive, really. But I'm sure if we did something like that, it'd probably handle pretty good. Probably ride good too. Crown Vics ride good. Well, boys, I think we're gonna call it. I think I'm gonna get me and Ron another beer, and maybe some pretzels or something, and maybe cook some pork chops. That might be a thing too. That does sound good. So tomorrow we will be back. We go live every day at 3 o'clock. Come back, say hi, hang out, ask us questions. We're going to be continuing on the 58 Apache. We'll be on the doors tomorrow and getting those ready for primer. And hopefully we'll be priming those in the next few days. So we'll go live when we do that too. And just keep bringing you guys along for the ride. I think you guys might enjoy it. And appreciate all of you watching and hanging in there with us and subscribing and everything. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, hit it for us. It would really help us out a lot. We're trying to build the channel. And we've been doing this for about a year and a half now, every day. Check out our channel. We got full-length videos on like literally every day, not just lives and shorts, but there's also full-length videos. Literally, there's like 500 of them for the Volkswagen thing. So check them out. I think you guys might enjoy that stuff. Come see us tomorrow, say hey, and we'll see you guys. We really appreciate all of you. And hit me up, brownsrodandcustom@gmail.com. Shoot me a phone number or something I can get a hold of you. Talk to you guys later. Have a good one, guys. Thanks again.